By 2027, the biggest financial divide won't be between the rich and the poor. It will be between those who adapted and those who didn't. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people are still playing by outdated money rules in a completely new economy. They're working harder, chasing promotions, and upgrading their lifestyles, while quietly falling behind. At the same time, a smaller group is moving differently. They're not just earning money, they're positioning themselves where money flows. They understand that automation, AI, and the digital economy are not threats, but leverage. While the majority is focused on stability, they're focused on scalability. The cost of living is rising, job security is shrinking, and opportunities are shifting online faster than ever. By 2027, the gap won't just grow, it will lock people into completely different financial realities. The question is, which side will you be on? Here are the 7 money moves that will decide which side you end up on. The shift already happening. Something has already shifted, and most people haven't fully realized it yet. The way money works today is not the same as it was even 10 years ago. Inflation is quietly eroding purchasing power, meaning the money you earn doesn't stretch as far as it used to. At the same time, automation and AI are replacing repetitive jobs, while the digital economy is creating entirely new opportunities that didn't exist before. The problem is, many people are still following outdated advice. Go to school, get a stable job, work hard, and everything will fall into place. That model worked in a slower, more predictable economy. But today, stability without adaptability is a risk. The rules have changed, and those who don't adjust are the ones who fall behind. Wealth is no longer built only through years of loyalty to a single paycheck. It's built through leverage, skills, access to information, and the ability to operate in a connected, digital world. The people who understand this shift are already positioning themselves differently. And here's the advantage you have right now. If you can see this early, if you truly understand what's changing, you're already ahead of most people. 1. Income skill stacking. The first move that separates people financially is something most overlook: income skill stacking. Not just having a degree, not just having one skill, but combining multiple high-value skills that make you hard to replace and easy to pay. Here's the reality. Income is the foundation of wealth. You can't invest what you don't earn, and you can't build leverage without first increasing your earning capacity. But in today's economy, relying on a single skill is risky. The people getting ahead are stacking skills in a way that multiplies their value. For example, someone who understands basic tech skills like data handling or automation, combined with communication and marketing, becomes far more valuable than someone who only has one of those abilities. That combination allows you to not only do the work, but also sell it, scale it, and adapt it across different opportunities. You see this in freelancing, remote work, and the digital space. A person who can write, edit videos, and understand audience psychology can build income streams online. Someone who knows coding but also knows how to communicate with clients can earn significantly more than someone who only codes in isolation. The key is this: don't just learn skills that pay once. Learn skills that can scale across industries and platforms. Because by 2027, the highest earners won't be the most educated on paper. They'll be the most adaptable, versatile, and valuable in the marketplace. 2. Owning assets, not just earning income. The second move that separates the rich from everyone else is simple, but powerful. They focus on owning assets, not just earning income. Because income can make you money, but assets are what actually make you wealthy. Most people spend their lives working for money, then using that money on liabilities, things that take money out of their pockets. Expensive phones, cars, lifestyle upgrades, these may look impressive, but they don't generate returns. On the other hand, assets are things that put money back into your pocket, even when you're not actively working. Think about it like this: stocks, real estate, digital businesses, even content channels. These are assets because they have the ability to produce income over time. A rental property pays you monthly. A well-built online business can generate revenue daily. Even a YouTube channel or a digital brand can become an income-producing asset if built correctly. The wealthy understand this difference clearly. That's why they don't just work for money. They use their income to acquire things that will eventually work for them. Every dollar they earn is seen as a tool to buy freedom, not just comfort. And this is where the mindset shift happens. You stop asking, "How much can I earn?" and start asking, "What can I own that will keep paying me?" Because by 2027, the people who win financially won't just be the highest earners. They'll be the ones who built and controlled income-producing assets. 3. Leveraging the digital economy. The third move is one of the biggest advantages of this generation: leveraging the digital economy. The internet is no longer just a place for entertainment. It's the most powerful wealth-building tool available today. And those who understand how to use it are pulling ahead fast. Right now, there are people building full-time incomes and even empires through content creation, online businesses, and freelancing. They're not waiting for permission or traditional opportunities. They're using platforms to reach audiences, solve problems, and monetize skills directly. Whether it's creating videos, selling digital products, offering services, or building niche brands, the opportunities are wide open. What makes this shift even more powerful is that location no longer matters the way it used to. You don't have to live in a major city or have connections to start. With a phone, a laptop, and the right skills, you can earn globally. Someone in a small town can serve clients across the world. Someone with valuable content can build an audience that pays attention. And attention today is a currency. And that's the key takeaway. Attention plus distribution equals money. The people winning in this era understand how to capture attention and distribute value at scale. By 2027, the gap will be clear. Those who used the internet to create leverage, and those who only used it to consume. 4. Strategic spending. The fourth move is where a lot of people quietly lose the game without realizing it. Strategic spending. Because the truth is, it's not just how much you make, it's how you manage what you keep. And this is where the difference between looking rich and actually being rich becomes very clear. As income increases, most people naturally upgrade their lifestyle. Better phone, better car, better house, more spending. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it's one of the biggest reasons people stay stuck financially. Every time they earn more, their expenses rise to match it. So even though they're making more money, they're not building any real wealth. The problem isn't earning, it's the habit of spending to signal success instead of building it. The wealthy think differently. They focus on what's often called quiet wealth. Instead of trying to impress others, they prioritize financial security, investments, and long-term growth. Their lifestyle doesn't always reflect their net worth, and that's intentional. They delay gratification. They ask better questions before spending. Is this helping me grow, or just making me look successful? That single shift changes everything. Because in the long run, wealth isn't built through consumption, it's built through investment. Every dollar you spend is either feeding your lifestyle or funding your future. By 2027, the people who win financially won't be the ones who spent the most. They'll be the ones who invested the most wisely. even when no one was watching. 5. Investing early and consistently. The fifth move that separates those who build wealth from those who stay stuck is simple, but incredibly powerful. Investing early and consistently. Because when it comes to wealth, time matters more than timing. In fact, time in the market almost always beats trying to perfectly predict the market. The real engine behind this is compounding. Compounding is what happens when your money starts earning returns, and then those returns start earning their own returns. Over time, this creates a snowball effect. Small amounts grow into significant wealth simply because they were given enough time to grow. The biggest mistake people make is waiting. Waiting to earn more. Waiting to learn enough. Waiting for the perfect moment. But in reality, waiting is expensive. Every year you delay investing is a year you lose potential growth that you can never fully recover. You don't need complex strategies to start. Many people begin with simple, long-term approaches like index funds or diversified investments that track the overall market. The goal isn't to get rich overnight. It's to stay consistent long enough for time to do the heavy lifting. But the real challenge isn't knowledge, it's psychology. Patience is what separates successful investors from everyone else. Most people want quick results, but wealth rewards those who can think in decades instead of days. Because by 2027 and beyond, the people who win financially won't be the ones who chased perfect timing. They'll be the ones who simply started early, stayed consistent, and let time multiply their decisions. 6. Building multiple income streams. The sixth move is about protection as much as it is about growth, building multiple income streams. Because relying on a single source of income is one of the biggest financial risks in today's world. One job, one client, one business model, any of these can change overnight. And when they do, your entire financial stability can be shaken. The reality is, most people are still dependent on a single paycheck. But the wealthy think differently. They understand that income should be diversified just like investments. Not everything should depend on one point of failure. There are different types of income. Active income is what you earn by trading your time and skills, like a job or freelancing. Passive or semi-passive income comes from systems that continue generating money even when you're not actively working on them, such as digital products, investments, or automated online businesses. The goal isn't to do everything at once, it's to gradually build layers. For example, someone might have a job, but also earn from a side business. Others might combine freelancing with content creation, or invest while building a digital brand. Over time, these streams create financial resilience, because when one stream slows down, the others can support you. That's the real power of diversification. It gives you stability while also creating room for growth. By 2027, the people who feel financially secure won't be those depending on one income source. They'll be the ones who built systems that allow money to come in from multiple directions. 7. Financial awareness and discipline. The seventh and final move is the one most people underestimate, yet it quietly determines everything: financial awareness and discipline. Because the truth is, most people don't lose money through bad luck. They lose it through lack of awareness. Money slips through their hands simply because they are not paying attention to where it goes. The first step is knowing your numbers. Tracking your income, your spending, and your habits gives you clarity. Without awareness, you are financially blind. Budgeting is not about restriction, it's about control. It shows you exactly where your money is going so you can direct it intentionally instead of reacting emotionally. Then comes understanding how money actually behaves: debt, credit, and cash flow. Debt can either trap you or accelerate you depending on how it's used. Credit is not free money. It is borrowed trust. And cash flow is what keeps everything moving. The people who understand these basics don't just earn money. They manage it strategically. But beyond knowledge, discipline is what truly separates outcomes. Motivation fades, discipline stays. It's the ability to stick to financial decisions even when emotions push you in another direction. That consistency is what builds long-term stability. And this is the identity shift. You don't just earn money, you manage it like the wealthy do. You become intentional with every decision, no matter how small. Because by 2027, financial success won't just depend on how much you make. It will depend on how aware and disciplined you are with what you already have. By now, you can clearly see something most people ignore. The gap between the rich and the broke is not just growing, it's accelerating. And it's not happening because some people are lucky. It's happening because they are playing completely different games with money, time, and opportunity. Most people will continue living in the same cycle: earn, spend, and repeat. But you've now seen the structure behind a different path. You understand that wealth today is not random. It is built through intentional moves, layered decisions, and long-term thinking. And that alone puts you in a different category. Because once you see how money actually works in this new economy, you can't unsee it. You start noticing opportunities, habits, and patterns that most people completely overlook. You stop thinking like someone who just wants money, and start thinking like someone building something that produces it. This is the real shift. You're not just trying to make money anymore. You're building systems that create it. Systems that grow, scale, and continue working even when you're not. And if you apply even a few of the moves from this video, your financial direction by 2027 will not look anything like the majority. Because in the end, wealth doesn't come from what you wish for. It comes from what you consistently build when no one is watching.